Hey guys, just figured I'd give you a quick update as to what we've got going on in the shop this week. You'll see quite a bit of new paint. We've got a customer that's got a 93 W350 that he's doing a restoration on. We actually put the motor together a couple years ago. It's been a slow process for him, and he's kind of figured out that he doesn't have the time to do that. So he brought us the frame, brought us the engine we put together for him a couple years ago, went ahead and put the clutch on it, put the transmission on it. We've got a MP205 that we're waiting on a gasket set to finish putting it together, and it'll go in the truck. Kind of a mild build. Had the Seth Farrell freshen the pump up for us. Motor should make somewhere in the ballpark of about 400, 450 horses, which is pretty substantial for a first gen. You'll notice it does have a P pump on it, and so we're not going back with the VE pump. Did upgrade to a little bit better charger coming from Smeding. Has a stainless manifold on it. Like I said, nothing real wild and crazy. It's kind of going to be a good solid daily driver, something you can haul a trailer with. We're going to put a flatbed on it. Right now, the cab and front clip are at the body shop being painted, and so that's why we don't have anything like that. If we move down the truck, you'll see, we've got quite a bit of extra fuel hose, as well as we've got the wiring harness for the fast pump just kind of zip tied out of the way for now. We'll run these permanently once we get ready to put the cab on the truck. But same thing with the fast. We've got it kind of set up in a preliminary location. Once we get the flatbed on the truck, we'll finish up, get it where we want it finally. We did replace the factory fuel basket with a flow-through unit from Fleece, just to get a new level sender in it where we know the fuel gauge is going to work, get rid of all the old plastic that tends to fall apart on these trucks. But like I said, this is one of the bigger projects we've got going on this week. We should have this one finished up, ready to go home probably tomorrow or Friday at the latest. Y'all make sure you check back, because we'll be adding the cab to it once it comes back from the body shop, and it'll be a real nice truck when it's finished up.
Year ago, I put the motor in this truck. I pulled it out to the bucket, pulled it out to reseal it, and put fresh freeze plugs in it because I blew them out in the winter. Got it all the way back together, put it back in the truck. I put it on this lift to do the exhaust. I started it, ran it for like 5 minutes. It started pushing coolant out of the dipstick. So somewhere in the motor was cracked, and it was mixing fluid like within 5 seconds. Pulled the motor out, put this motor in it, now it won't run. Well, it runs, not good at all.
Now you don't have any check engine light. Okay. Where's the fucking key?
In it, we have the pressure on pin day. Jed showed us how to do it.
Something's still mad,
yeah.
But that seems a lot better than it was.
We still have that no-name cabin rotor in it.
It's not as smooth.
Yeah, well, I think we're down to only like maybe one that's not firing 100%. The other thing I'm wondering, with as hard a start as that is, should we put a fuel pressure regulator in it?
It wouldn't hurt.
Because those are the ones that are right there at the back. That's that little diaphragm style.
Yeah.
Yeah, holler at Bree and see if she can find a fuel pressure regulator for it. And then maybe we'll go ahead and swap that cap and rotor. But it sounds better than it did yesterday.
Crazy what happens when your
Code came back. Well, you know, the same thing too. Should we try to do that relearn again? Or should we swap cap and rotor and do the relearn?
Well, I thought yesterday we had determined that was what was the fault, because we thought it was cheap.
Well, but what I was thinking last night is that cap and rotor was on the other motor and it ran like a top.
Well, yeah, that's true.
And so that was what, you know, when we talk about like this place keeps me up at night. That's what I was thinking about last night. I'm like, you know, there's something.
This isn't hard enough to see fuel pressure, is it?
No, but it does have that shitty fucking fuel pressure regulator.
I wonder if it's stuck.
Well, and like this is an issue that we never had on the other motor. The other motor ran like a Singer sewing machine. It just wasn't keeping fluids where it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Also, here's a vacuum line that's off that the lock is missing. That could possibly, this one here.
That could be the reason it's dying.
That could be the reason it's not wanting to idle. Get it on there and like, so there should be a lock that goes right here. And so get it on there and zip tie it where it holds it and seals.
Let me get a zip.
I don't know where the fucking pressure regulator is for this thing. Hopefully it's not under the intake.
I was gonna say, I think it's.
Yeah, because as soon as you reached over there and pushed that 90 together, it immediately started running better.
You want to try that again?
I'll hold it and see if that'll.
Just put your thumb over that port.
Go again?
Did it idle up on its own?
Yeah.
Just hold your thumb on that port. Easy. Just leave your thumb on it. We've got good fuel pressure.
Should I try to idle it up?
I'm clear. It's not spark knocking out. I think it's vacuum. That throttle body? You've got to be fucking kidding me.
I bet you that's 90% of the problem.
See,
At all.
who the fuck put that on?
What?
That intake.
I don't know. It's been like that.
It was off yesterday.
The MAF sensor's backwards.
Yeah. That's airflow's backward.
Arrow's pointing that way to the box.
Are we sure we want to post that?
Yeah, I mean,
But
We
it comes
obviously
out
have
in
a
one
vacuum leak,
piece.
huh?
It comes out in one piece. So
But-
it had to have been like that from the beginning.
I'm just telling you it's backward.
yeah.
It needs to be going that way.
I bet that's the exact problem.
We're about to find out.
Take it apart, flip it over. Because we've got fuel pressure, but that will absolutely affect timing. It'll affect fuel air ratio. It'll
Yeah.
affect all of it. But
That
we
would-
definitely
hey,
have a
Tyler.
vacuum issue over there on that 90 that he was fucking with.
Tyler, that explains why we had that fucking map, that map code.
Yeah, it's because MAF doesn't see fucking airflow.
Yeah. We had one yesterday.
Technically seeing negative airflow.
It's like, bro, I don't know
Yeah.
what's happening right
It's like, and there's an arrow on this side too, and it's also pointing the wrong direction.
It sure is.
Turn it down, Tyler. Yeah, like that.
I don't know if you have the ability to tell somebody how to install a mass airflow sensor.
I'm 100%. I didn't swap that.
But it's weird if it was backwards on the other motors, the red one.
Probably gonna guess that it's not. Half air sensors don't really just not care that they work.
All right, scan it, clear it. Is that vacuum open? Huh?
It almost sounds like a motor.
That's the happiest it's ever been.
Try to throttle it.
Do what?
Try to throttle it off the...
Yeah, hold that 90 to it. See, there's a leak right there. We're still not firing on all cylinders.
Still sounds the same.
We just got, man, we've got no throttle response.
Is it shooting flames? It is?
But like that, if it's used to not seeing any air, it may have to figure that shit out.
I wonder if there's a relearn for that.
It's picking itself up better than it has.
Yeah. Still have the code for, I noticed the light's on. You see? Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it still has it.
For that cam crank correlation?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's not if the distributor ain't right.
It has to be. It has to be wrong.
All right, kill it. We need to set the motor at top dead center and then pull the cap and see it, make sure the rotor's pointing at #1. If it's not, if we're a tooth off, we may have to pull it up.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a tooth off, I'm surprised it's running this good.
So what we're trying to do, we're trying to bleed the clutch first before we have to pull the trans and replace the throwout bearing, which is hydraulic.
Yeah, because I literally just put the motor in this, and we had the trans. The trans wasn't out, but the motor wasn't in it, so I was capable of getting to this. So it would have been easier just to do it then. And now I put the motor back in it, and now it's acting up. So if we don't fix it, how we're trying to now, then we have to pull the trans and do this, which is gonna suck entirely bad.
You gonna grab me a pick?
Like a long one?
Just a straight. You can use your short pink one if you have it.
You see how this hole is open? Oh, the one up yonder is no longer
We have
open.
wetness.
Yeah, that one is no longer
This
open.
is good.
Oh, it's leaking now. Okay. Apparently
yeah.
it's leaking now, so.
Oh man,
I got
what, bruh?
grease all over me. right, it's open.
Close it.
All right,
How much leaked out?
a lot.
Here you go, dog. Got your fuel for the day. Fueled by Starbs.
Oh yeah. This is when things are about to get good when we start drinking this. Now I'm gonna pull this side spark plugs to see if they're fouled out, because we had some on that top that were. So hopefully this side is. We can put new ones in it and make it run correctly. Because that's kind of how it sounds when it runs right now. This one is bad, as you can tell. It's pretty jank. So now we're gonna check the gap on it to see if it's right. They're supposed to be at 45. I mean, they're supposed to be at 35. My bad. That's where they're at. They're supposed to be over yonder.